All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great Thursday. All right, breaking news, man. The trade deadline is here. Things are moving and popping. And yes, the Brooklyn Nets are trading James Harden to the Philadelphia 76ers for Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. That was dumb as hell. Like, what? Really? Okay, James Harden is James Harden. I get it. But Ben Simmons, Seth Curry. Now, Seth Curry is one of your best three-point shooters. Andre Drummond, who's a solid backup, and I don't know how he will play in Brooklyn. I don't know his value. I mean, it do provide him a big man. And 2 first-round picks for James Harden. Now, don't get me wrong. James Harden's a beast. James Harden's a monster. But that's a lot. All right, I don't know. Brooklyn Nets. I'm gonna read this again. Brooklyn Nets are trading James Harden to the Philadelphia 76ers. So you got James Harden gone. The Philadelphia 76ers are getting James Harden. The Nets are getting Ben Simmons, who's a disgruntled player. Now it's gonna be interesting to see how this whole Ben Simmons thing's come. Now he's not in Philly no more. That's not their problem. That's Brooklyn problem now. That's Brooklyn problem. Let's see how this thing plays out. Now, let's see if he's happy, if he show up to this is going to be a good story to follow, guys. Seth Curry, who's a great three-point shooter and can get hot with the best. He ain't Steph. But he can get hot with the best. It could be an impact. Andre Drummond provides you some good backup play. He's gone. And 2 first-round picks gone. For James Harden, who hasn't really looked that good. He's had spits and spurts sometime this year. But we're going to see. As I continue this, they're sending a 2022 first round pick and a protected 2027 first round pick. Wow. So I don't know if I'd have gave up all of that for James Harden. I don't know, because James Harden and this one-on-one basketball, if he's going to go back to the old James Harden, because it's sort of like the Westbrook effect. James Harden got to be great being James Harden. James Harden is great. Dribble, and shoot. Isolation, iso ball. That don't work well with Joel Embiid. And I could be so wrong about this, guys. I really could. And if I am, I apologize ahead of time. But it's going to be so interesting. Because for one, James Harden cannot be an off-the-ball guy. That's not his role. That's not what he do best. And you look at the way that they're calling the game now, I think in a sense hurt James Harden a little bit this year, because he's not used to getting the fouls. I don't know what's going on outside. I don't know. He's used to getting the foul call. Because I say this all the time about James Harden. What people fail to realize about James is, it's not that James Harden is, it's not that, he just come out lighting it up. When he get going, he gets to those free throw lines, get through the free throw line, he starts seeing that ball go in, he gets in his groove, he gets in his rhythm, and you can cancel Christmas, right? But in this situation, that's not what's going on. I don't know if this season, the way they're calling this thing, I don't know if he can be the same James Harden. This James Harden don't look the same. Now, it's interesting to say, I got a question. Do y'all start to feel bad for Kevin Durant? Like, Kevin Durant had it side up. He had everything. He had the big 3. Brooklyn had the big 3. They had everything. It looking good. Kyrie's situation. This started last year, first of all. Then I'm not criticizing his decision. But what I'm talking about is the effect on Kevin Durant. Then they brought in James Harden. Kevin Durant, like, all right, we got James Harden. We can push through. Obviously he get injured. But, we can push through with James. It ain't worked out that way. Now James gone. So, KD, no James Harden, no Kyrie Irving. Well, somewhat of a Kyrie Irving. Don't take that back. He do play road game, can't play home games, that whole thing, right? Okay. Then, and now you bring in a guy in Ben Simmons who, if he decides to play and want to play in Brooklyn, now you got something. Because that can really, because he don't need the ball. But, he don't need he's not, obviously, he won't shoot the damn ball. So, he's not a ball dominant in the sense, I need my points. He's going to help you on the defensive end. He's going to help you far as dribble, penetrating pass. Can you get him to be more aggressive as far as shooting the ball? We'll see. What shape is Ben Simmons in? What, not only what shape, physical shape, because there's physical shape and there's playing shape. He may be in good physical shape. I don't take him as a person that will let his body go. But he seemed to be like a typical physical, should be in good physical shape. But then playing shape, it's gonna take a while for him to even get there, to even get to that point. And then, okay, so you bring in Steph Curry, that gives you some more shooting. Now you think of Steph Curry alongside Patty Mills. That's different. That could be a dangerous little wing. Come on now, I'm not sure if they'll play it like that. But you put them two beside each other, now you got something. Andre Drummond could definitely give you some a solidified big. He could definitely get his shots. He could definitely help you on a rebounding, block shot point. He can be big there. And then you got some future capital. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think Brookyn gave up a lot for James Harden. They gave up a lot for James Harden. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry. Philly gave up a lot for James Harden. Excuse me. They gave up a lot for James Harden. Does James Harden make them a championship? Does James Harden put them over the edge? I don't know. I don't know because I haven't seen old James this year. Now maybe he get there and he ball out. Maybe he get there and he do the thing. Maybe he's motivated. I don't know why he wanted to get out of Brookyn all of a sudden. Because he moved heaven and earth to get there. Everything he went through to get there, I'm still in shock and awe right now. This news just broke. And it's a trade deadline, so there's a lot of things going on. Even as I'm doing this video, I keep watching my phone to see if something happens, something else goes off, man. This is good entertainment for us. Now the future of these franchises, I can't guarantee none of that. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm just gonna be honest. If James Harden is in some way, shape, form, fashion asked to leave here, it's a problem there. James just now is just. I think what it's starting to pan down to, and I said this in the previous video I did today. James Harden got babied in Houston. And he want to get baby everywhere else he go, but there ain't nobody else finna do that for him. Because you ain't going to Philly, and Philly ain't finna cater to you. Especially if you ain't looking like the guy that was in Houston. They ain't gonna cater to you, that's Joel Embiid's team. You ain't finna come in there and run that. You went to Brookyn, that's KD's team, you ain't finna run that. Houston was yours, you had your baby. And you got rid of it. You wanted somewhere else. You got somewhere else, and it didn't pan out, now you going somewhere else. We'll see, man. But again, just to wrap this all up, man. The Brooklyn Nets are trading James Harden to the Philadelphia 76ers for Ben Simmons, Steph Curry, Andre Drummond, and 2 first-round picks. That's a lot, man. But anyway, hey guys, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and until next time, man, you guys be great.